An enthusiastic crowd ready for NFL football here down under in Melbourne, Australia. Tonight, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC West. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. And off we go here on EA Sports. And he will be stopped at the 25-yard line, so that's where this opening drive of the game will begin. It's one of the elder statesmen at the quarterback position, Matthew Stafford, year 18 in the league. 6 of those with the Rams, of course. The Super Bowl title, MVP a season ago, as he had more right away they're coming after him. Right away they get to him. Sack on the opening snap of the game.
6 yards.
Nick Bosa in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. Come to the line, got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. 2nd down, it's Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Stafford on target to Puka, and the Rams have a first down.
And this is what Puka does. And you know, Mike, during his rookie season, I feel like he's surprised a lot of defenses, but by now, you kind of know what to expect, and they still can't stop it. He might be one of the best all-round receivers in the entire league. So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
Here's a 2nd and 6. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. They get the guard there, Kevin Dotson. They put Adams in motion. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. This one's broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Cowing on the return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Brock Purdy leading this 49ers offense out from the last pick in the draft to his 5th season in the NFL.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
They send Evans in motion. Third down. Purdy. A short one there. Caught by Kittle. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation. Now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Rams offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He's going to get nothing out of that one. Followed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. And he just does manage to get rid of this one. Hounded by the defense. They nearly got him. Incomplete, setting up third down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Williams, the ball carrier. Diamador Lenore on the tackle. An 8-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Here's Ethan Evans now. He's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. This will be returnable from his own 15. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. As the 49ers head back out, we take a look at the Rams' defensive coordinator, Chris Shula. Shula, of course, in the football family business. Grandfather, the great late Hall of Famer Don Shula, his dad David, Uncle Mike, both coaches as well. For Chris, it is his third season heading up the Rams defense.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Purdy now on second down. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
They need 2. Here's Purdy. That's caught. It's Evans. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. What will the second quarter have in store? And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 18. That pickup good for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
Again, it's McCaffrey. It's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Mike, I'm not sure that there is a player in the NFL who is more important to their offensive success than Christian McCaffrey. I mean, you talk about do it all. I mean, from a pure running standpoint, he's as good as it gets. Over 100 catches. The sheer volume of snaps, the sheer volume of touches. I mean, it is just hard to replicate and really describe what a career Christian McCaffrey has had. So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain. And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
3rd and goal. Purdy. He's got his big tight end. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro, the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Rams nothing. Eddie Pinheiro.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Rams offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Stafford out quick to Adams. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They put Adams in motion. On second down, a run with Williams. And nothing materializes there. Just fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
I think the back just needs to be a little bit more decisive in the run game, and not everything is always going to be perfectly blocked, Mike. There's times where you just have to say, okay, let's get back past the line of scrimmage, pick up a couple yards, and just keep this ball going forward.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. That's into the hands of Jordan Whittington. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on fourth down.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on third down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains. And there's really two reasons. One, teams are a lot more willing to use fourth down. And two, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch.
And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I will be right back after this. Second down, 8 yards to go. Throwing is Purdy. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. A diving effort there, but he can't reel it in. It's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He'll get this to Kyron Williams. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And the Rams.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Stafford now on third down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That's called in on the left by Nakua. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
They put Adams in motion. Stafford to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
He's got it at the 7. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. First and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They put Adams in motion. Again, it's Stafford. And he'll somehow manage to get rid of this. He took a shot, too. The pass falls incomplete.
Smart decision there on first and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision-making here. Brings up second and goal.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. Throwing again is Stafford. That is caught, and he's in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, L.A.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Now the try for an extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams will level things out at 7 apiece. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep, and he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Room to run at the 35. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. On first and 10, Purdy. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. Now Watkins on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. A dive and a catch. Incredible. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
Purdy's pass complete to Christian Kirk. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Rams 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Corum. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run it with Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Lenore on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to be corralled right at the line of scrimmage. That is good work defensively. They hold him to no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Stafford from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Rams.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
first down throw for Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Second and long coming up. They put Adams in motion. Stafford now on second down. That one caught by Adams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up third and
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Throw it on third down, Stafford. That's going to be intercepted.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake, and you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Niners offense and Christian Kirk getting set for their next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it, and they're going to do that with excellent field position. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Second down and 3. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. Well, this is why the head coach makes the big bucks, Mike, to make decisions like that. I think at this point in the third quarter, you have a chance to really make a statement by coming away with 6. I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going for it on here on fourth down. I'm being aggressive.
On fourth down, on is Eddie Pinheiro for the 49ers field goal. The kick is perfect right down the middle. And the Niners build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
Yeah, it's just the third quarter. But anytime you can build a little cushion, I think you'll take it, especially in a spot like this, which makes it a 2-possession game.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. On the return, here comes Corum. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Rams offense ready for this next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts first and 10. To throw is Stafford. Quick throw here is complete. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down.
First down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
They put Adams in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. He'll complete it to Adams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. To the air again, Stafford. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Defense.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
Midfield. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Here's Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
3 brings up 3rd and 3.
And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. Third down, 3 to go. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Intended for Puka Nakua, incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Kittle is the man in motion. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
A 1st down throw for Purdy. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Here's Purdy, making the read and keeping it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. He's got the 1st down. They'll bring him down to the 28. But the sticks will move. 1st down picked up on the ground.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the 3rd down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3rd down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That is left side and caught by Evans. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the 49ers will extend their lead.
What a find Pinheiro turned out to be last year, huh, Mike? I mean, think, he was let go by Carolina, and then it was San Francisco that picked him up after Jake Moody struggled in the opener. And all Pinheiro did was reward him by going 28 for 29 in the regular season. That was the best kicking percentage in all football.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over once again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They put Adams in motion. 1st down, Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Center leads him up for 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On first down, Stafford. He gets this to the veteran tight end Higbee. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
7-yard pickup.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's second down and 3. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock.
Up second and a yard at the Niners' 24-yard line.
Here comes second down. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The motion man is Nakua. Throwing again is Stafford. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Oh my goodness, it's fourth down. You've got your hands on the ball in the end zone. You've got to pull it in. Even if you know the contact's coming, that is a catch you've got to have.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Now the pitch comes to McCaffrey. And that's a nice job, something out of nothing, sidestepping defenders for a gain of 4. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30, but that is good enough for a first down. The Rams use their third and final timeout, and they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win here for the 49ers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night.